Good morning, my beautiful soul followers. I guess evening. Good evening, my beautiful soul followers. Not good morning. Not good morning. So we're going to make this video quick because I'm about to head out with a beautiful man. Go spend some time, have some good conversation. But funnily enough, like 2 days ago, this same topic came up on my memories, and I wanted to remake it because it literally was one of my first videos I ever made. I got a good kick out of laughing at myself. Baby Addison trying to do live stream videos. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I might have to post it. Again. It was pretty hilarious. But the topic is mile man syndrome, and you might be like, what's mile man syndrome, Addison? And it's not as sexy as it sounds. There's another kind of mile man syndrome, but that's not the kind we're talking about today. We're not talking about you can kind of keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. We love those men. We love those men that have learned to really work with their own energy and body. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about that man. I'm stuck in my own necklace. There we go. We're talking about that man or that relationship where in the bedroom you give him an inch and he takes a mile. He takes a mile. And I was thinking about some of my past relationships, and I was thinking about one person specifically. And I can remember he was like, let's do this. And I'm pretty open and like willing to try things. I believe in being like at least open-minded, unless I am a massive fuck no. If I'm a fuckity fuck no, then it's a fuck no. But anyway, I tend to be pretty open-minded. I remember this particular gentleman, this guy I dated for actually quite a long time. And he would be like, let's try this. And I'd be like, sure, let's try that. And then he would push, and then he would push. And then sometimes even in the middle of sex, he would be like, oh, let's try this. And he continued to push. As much as I tried to expand for him, he continued to push. And we had this, I gave him an inch and he wanted the mile, and it didn't create safety in the relationship. It created actually a lack of trust in our sex, a complete lack of trust in our sex, because I was always waiting for him to ask for more. I could never surrender in. We could never just have normal sex, and it was shit sex. When I think back to it, I'm like, that was not orgasmic sex. That was shit sex. Like, yes, I learned so much in the relationship. There's not any sexual relationship that I've had that I have not learned so much about myself. However, this particular man taught me about my boundaries and my fuck no's, and he also taught me that when somebody continues to push in the bedroom and is never satisfied, it does create a disconnection. It creates, especially in women, it creates this energy of I just don't want to do it. And I hear women all the time go, I just don't want to have sex with him because or I don't even want to snuggle with him because the second I snuggle, it means we have to do this, and then he's going to push for this, then he's going to push for this. And I know women can do this too, so I hate to be hitting only on men, because I know there are so many respectful men, there are so many men that listen to their women's yes and their no. However, this feeling creates this lack of trust. Because if you say yes and you're like, yeah, let's just have some sex, like let's just have some fun sex, but then you're always getting pushed to your limits, then at some point you just don't want to do it anymore. You stop. You're like, fuck this. This is too much. I don't want to continue to be pushed. I don't want to, because also there is this wearing down process. It's a lack of hearing someone's boundaries. And so at the end of the day, that creates such a lack of safety in your bed, not just in your bedroom, but in your bedroom, but then also outside the bedroom, because you lose a lack of trust for your man. And the fact is, men, if your women don't trust you, you have nothing. You're gonna have a shut down woman. You're gonna have a woman who's gonna go find another man she can trust. Or you're just going to find a woman who doesn't want to have sex with you, doesn't really trust you, steps into the masculine energy. And so it is important to look at where you're pushing and to have good conversation. good conversation is beautiful. If you want to communicate about, hey, I would like to try this, and that would be cool, and that would be fine. But then communicating about how moving into it and easing into it and opening it up and finding a space where you're both comfortable. Now, here's the other part of this. Ladies and men, when we don't communicate, that creates a lack of safety in the bedroom and in the relationship. So if your man keeps pushing, but you're not speaking, then guess what? That's on you. That is on you at some point. So, like I said, I had this lover years ago, and again, learned so much. I learned how to set my boundaries. I learned how to set my boundaries because I didn't communicate. I wasn't speaking my truth. I was doing so much sexual exploration and expansion and learning about myself at a new level that I wasn't at a space of communicating what I really wanted. I was wanting to make him happy and all of that. And guess what? That fell on me. That was my fault. That was my shit to work through. And so, ladies, like, if you're like, yeah, he's always pushing, are you communicating? And I mean communicating fucking directly. I'm over this, like, passive, no, but he should know. Like, no, he shouldn't. He's not a mind reader. He's not a mind reader. If you haven't sat down and had a good old hard conversation, doesn't mean yelling and screaming. That means, like, hey, here's my boundary. Here's what I'm needing. Here's what I'm wanting. And that goes in and out of the bedroom. The fact is, then it's on you. It's your shit at that point. It is not his fault. You cannot blame him. Or then if this is you can't blame her either. If you're not communicating. Communication is at the core of safety in all types of relationships, but especially intimate relationships in the bedroom. And so men, or the pusher, I don't even want to say men, the pusher in relationships. Check how much you're pushing. Check how much you're pushing. Why are you pushing? Can't you be satisfied with just, I don't want to say typical sex. That's not what I teach. Why can't you be satisfied with just connective sex? What is missing? What are you trying to grasp at? And then why do you feel like you always need to push the boundaries? And then ladies or non-pushers, look at where you're not communicating. Look at where you're passively communicating, because guess what? That's bullshit. Sorry, it's bullshit. Where are you not speaking your truth? Where are you not setting your boundaries? Because then you're creating a lack of safety in the bedroom, because he will not know what's okay and what's not okay, and then we create this dancing on kind of eggshell situation. So, if you want to make your bedroom orgasmic tonight, go play, go explore, have fun, but do it from a space of both people really, truly, authentically being on board with communication, and just enjoy each other. Just enjoy each other. And set those boundaries, because they're so important. They're so important in the bedroom. Create that layer of safety, because once that layer of safety is there, she can surrender in, you can surrender in, and I promise you can reach a new level of sexing that you've never experienced. And guess what? It doesn't end at the bedroom. You can create an experience in your relationship like you've never imagined. So, alright, I'm going to go meet that yummy man, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. If you want to work with me one-on-one, get your butt kicked a little, get loved on a little bit, work on your energy, because I love doing energy work. It's one of my favorite pieces of the work I get to do. Or if you just want some coaching, then head over to addisonbell.net/contact, and we can set up a consultation to see how I can help you up level your life. Alright guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.